everybody, this is Andrew from TS for Tech, and today I'm taking a look at this 3-in-1 webcam for your computer. So for your MacBook, for your desktop computer, for your Windows computer, basically any computer. Now what makes this camera kind of unique is that, and you'll see as I unbox this, is that it's an eye level camera, right? So kind of in this whole world of telework, working from home, post-pandemic, pre-pandemic kind of work. Obviously lots of people are using Zoom, they're using WebEx, they're using Microsoft Teams to communicate with others that they're working with on a daily basis. Now, even I personally, when I do Zoom calls and whatnot, I have a huge monitor. It's like a 43-inch LG monitor. If I put my webcam on the top of the monitor, I'm looking up or, the camera's too high, I have like a little stand on my desk and I have the camera over there, but then it's not directly in front of me. And if it's directly in front of me, I can't see anything on the screen. So this has been a problem for me. Now, MECA is a company that recently started up. I think they had an Indiegogo campaign. They had some other kind of crowdfunding campaigns not too long ago, earlier this year. And it's been pretty successful. And, I reached out to them. I wanted to kind of take a look at this, and I do want to thank them for sending this over to the channel for kind of an unboxing and review. But yeah, so we're gonna take a look at what do you get in the package here, and most of the video is actually going to be demonstrating it after I set it up, so you can see what the audio sounds like, what the video looks like, that sort of thing. But as you can see, there's a top piece that mounts to the top of your monitor, your top of your laptop screen, or whatever. Has a built-in light, which has a couple different temperatures, right? So maybe warmer, cooler light. You can adjust the brightness. There's a mute button on there. And when you're not using the camera kind of retracts up on that little cord and goes up into the top of the camera or the top of the mount. So it's not in your way. And then when you're on a call, you can kind of pull it down, center it in your screen, and you're good to go. So I find that really, really kind of a unique design, right? It's pretty cool. And there's a couple others that I've seen. Also, I think they were crowdfunded. I forgot the number, the Center Cam or something like that, the other one was called. But I didn't like how that one worked because it was more, hanging over the top of the monitor, and there wasn't like a retraction method or anything like that. And this one, or a light, anything, right? So it's kind of more basic, and it was pretty expensive as well. But this one is actually really pretty cool. I feel like this is a better design. So we will go ahead and take a look at this. So you get the little user manual. There's a few of these little silicone kind of adhesive pads. Now, I don't know if I guess the point is you can put this on your monitor so you can help stabilize the camera. I don't know. We'll see how that goes because I don't really want to put, any sort of sticky thing on my monitor. But hopefully I won't need it. So it comes with this little carrying case. So, if you're traveling, going to different places, you can have something to put it in. And then basically, I guess I wasn't supposed to take this out of the box. That's supposed to stay stuck in there. There's a USB to USB-C adapter. So this has a USB type A. So if you need a C, they give you an adapter. And then this is basically the whole deal. So fairly well made plastic. This is a magnet. So if you have something that's thinner, like a MacBook or something like that, you can actually put this on the back side of the Mac, the screen. And, the video camera module has a magnet in it as well. So then it will kind of keep it centered. So that's something kind of interesting. So if you're using it on a laptop, you can use that to kind of keep the actual camera in place. So as you can see, it's a light bar here. It's kind of like a matte finish. You can adjust the light brightness and the tone, I think, from that one same button. There's a mute button here as well. Microphone is there, so you can mute it. And that's basically it. You have a pretty long USB cable, so you should be able to plug that into whatever you need to plug it into. say it's probably 3 or 4 feet long. Little rubber cable management there. And then here it's just a kind of like an alligator clip that adjusts. So depending on how thick your monitor is, you should be able to, this opens pretty wide. I'd say most, obviously laptops, but most more modern monitors, LED, LCD monitors, you know, probably that should fit fine on. And then this is the actual camera itself. You can see there's a little piece of plastic on the lens. The back has a little bit of a rubbery feel to it as well. And then you basically just pull it out. So, and it looks like it's maybe about 1 foot long. So we'll see how that works on my big monitor, whether that's still high or not. But you know, for most monitors, smaller monitors or laptops, certainly, you know, that would be a good distance. The cable is super thin, flat kind of cable, so it should be able to, you should be able to kind of position it to not twist when you're setting up the camera. And you can basically just let it go. You can pull it and let it go back up in there. So that's really pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead, connect this to my computer, and then I'll show you, I'll use my iPhone to kind of take a picture, or I don't know if I take a picture or video. I'll just show you how I set it up because I need to move over to where my desk is. And then I will do some recording, both of the sound, the video output of the webcam, and we can talk a little bit more about how the light works and all of that. So let's hop over there and take a deeper look. Hey everybody, this is Andrew from T is for Tech. Hopefully this is working, and I do apologize for all the mess in the background. My studio area is quite a mess at the moment. So basically, here I'll show you really quick. This is using Microsoft Teams. I just started a meeting with myself just to see what this is, what this looks like. And as you can see, here's the phone. And this is the MECA camera, right? It's just right on the screen. And then this is the unit mounted to the top of my monitor. Now, I have an LG, pretty large LG monitor, and this just barely fits on there. So I may have to put a piece of like double-sided sticky tape on the back so that this doesn't actually slip off. It feels like it might slip off if it slowly over time just kind of slips off. So I might need to do something with that and try to fix that. But the actual camera itself, as you can see, pretty much just stays right on the, you know, at least with the angle of how things are set up here, the angle of the MECA unit and the screen. I don't need any kind of adhesive or anything there. It will just stick, kind of just like rest against the screen fairly well. So I was a little bit worried about how that was going to work, but as you can see, basically just snaps on there, or not snaps, but just kind of just stays flat against the screen. So that's a good thing. And then you could like pull it down and like let it go back up. Yeah, so basically that's how the setup works. And you know, I've got the window such that, like, you know, my eye level is the same eye level as the camera. So when I'm looking at, you know, whoever I'd be talking to, it's kind of a very, you know, eye level conversation versus having, you know, the camera, you know, to the side or on the top or whatever. So that's, I guess it's really nice. The device settings here, and I don't know how this is actually working because I do have my screen recording software on with the same microphone selected. So it's hopefully the sound is coming across okay. But basically, you know, as you would expect, you have your basically your device settings and all of that. I can turn on the background effects, so like maybe and preview, apply. So, and I just picked this one, so you can see a little bit of haloing around my head. But that's more of a feature of the team software than anything else. But this doesn't look any different than other webcams that I've used. The only thing I would say is it is maybe a little dark in my basement here, and even though I have the light on, it does look a little grainy because of the low light performance. But it's fine, I think, for a video. And we can change the background, obviously, to different stuff. So I guess from Microsoft Teams perspective, which is the primary, the primary video conference that I use on a daily basis when I have to meet with people, this works pretty well. I was less worried, or I care less about the real quality of the webcam. I mean, this looks good enough. I think this looks better than some other people that I've had conversations with. Probably looks as good as the video on my Mac, natively, my MacBook. So from that perspective, I'm pretty happy. But the biggest thing was just this sort of frame where I'm looking directly at the camera and it's kind of eye level. That for me is what I was really looking for in this device. And this definitely delivers that. So, I mean, you can change, like there I just turned off the light. This is like the first setting, which is more of a cool color. This is the warmer color. And then there's like a slightly mixed one where it's between warm and cool. And then you can brighten it. So maybe that helps a little bit if I turn the brightness up, and it looks like it does. And then you can cycle through, the different options again. Turn it off, turn it on, turn the brightness down, long press, turn the brightness up. So you just basically hold it for 3 to 5 seconds, and it goes. If it's bright, then it goes down. If it's down, it goes up. Sort of thing. I think the mixed probably looks the best here. But yeah, I mean, overall, we'll see what the audio sounds like. Hopefully the audio sounds pretty good. From what I can see, it only does look like it has one microphone on it, so it doesn't have multi-microphones. I could be wrong. I have to double check that. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think this is a pretty good device. Pretty compelling, and it's going to work great for me. Again, like I said, I don't know if you can see this. I've been using this kind of webcam on a little stand off to the side, and I can never get that to look right. It's either too far to the left, too far, and then like it will block my screen when I'm trying to. As often I have something open, or I'm trying to present a PowerPoint or something like that, and it's like in my way, and I can't see the screen. So, this will definitely help that. It's really only taking up something on the order of probably less than a nickel size from a circumference perspective. So yeah, so I think that is pretty good. So really quick, what I'll try to do here, maybe I'll just go to the Indiegogo website. And you can see here the MECA 3-in-1 webcam. Eye contact to make you confident, which it does, right? It is pretty nice. And yeah, I mean, you can basically take a look at this. You can take a look at their website. You can find out a little bit more, about the camera itself, the lamp, the microphone. But this does work as advertised. I could probably test it on a Mac or a laptop, but I mean, it's going to work the same way. Whether or not it's on a laptop screen or a MacBook, or it's going to work the same way. So, but I really do like it, and you can see all how to make the adjustments and the different color temperatures and things like that. So definitely take a look at this if you're in the market for this type of a device. I can say that, from my perspective, this really works well. I will link to this in the description of the video. If you have any comments or whatever, go ahead and post those below. I'll be happy to answer. This is Andrew from T is for Tech. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.